Hello friends, how are you today? We have an opportunity here for deep and rapid healing, and so I thought I would show you some diagrams to help you figure out how to do this healing in a way that is effective and where you can really help change your life right now in fantastic ways, okay? Because we have the opportunity right now to get to here, okay, in our human energy field with the heart open, connected with our own soul, and to clean up what's between us and that in really cool ways. So let me just let me just show you this. Here is kind of, let's just say this is a state of being, okay, where we're dealing with some kind of trauma in the energy field, or past memories or karmic stuff, or who knows, okay? And that's all these dark balls at the bottom of the field. So we've just come out of Pluto and Capricorn, and that's a big part of this healing because it's an opportunity to apply the energy law of balance and to clean up what was part of any of your traumas really for the last 16 years. I know, it's pretty incredible, going back to 2008, okay? So what's happening is these parts of ourselves, right, where we had experiences over the last 16 years, the parts of ourselves that are wounded, that are up for healing are, you know, you could think of them as being agitated, right? And especially as you do your own work, connecting with the soul, meditation, prayer work, bringing the light, and really being the light that you are in the body. Well, as these get agitated, they want to move out of the field, okay? As they get agitated. And why is that? Because those experiences, okay, no longer relate with the truth of who you are. You know, as you've evolved, you know, over years, or evolved out of traumatic experiences or just experiences, okay? And so they don't really fit anymore. And so as you bring in the light of your soul, they get agitated and they want to leave. So you can facilitate this by intending that this is the case. And a lot of times how it feels when this comes up is it could feel like a deep and heavy emotion, or it could feel like, you know, a conflicting thoughts or something like that. Or it could just be a sensation in the body. It could be, you know, however you experience it, because, you know, we are all going to have our particular ways of having this experience. And so as you pinpoint that, let's say, okay, I'm sitting here and something comes up for me. I pinpoint that. You can do that by just being conscious of it and then intending whatever that thought set is, the energy of the emotions, the physical sensations, whatever it happens to be, that in alignment with your highest good, that all of that is wrapped in a way and leaves the body immediately. That, like, when I say wrapped, what I mean is that every particle or part of energy of whatever that is in your field that's no longer serves you in alignment with the highest good, and that is not of your soul energy, right? Just the detritus of the experience, that it flies out of your field. And then you can complete this by imagining that as it leaves your field, you give it to God. Okay, and I put the magenta circle around it for the imagining that this is going to God. You know, this is going back to source. This is going to its place of highest good, according to divine will, at the level of the Creator, right? Because the Creator knows all of its children and what is in the highest good for them. And as you start doing this, you are going to feel your field lighten and lighten and lighten up. And the connection with the soul sort of comes forward. The connection with the divinity that you are. And this is the meaning of the scriptural pray without ceasing, right? That you can actually feel a different state of energy in your physical body and in your energy field around the body, as these depart and as they leave your energy field. And this does affect the physical. That is what I have found. Now, you might want to look at, now I made the ball into a teardrop, okay? You might want to bring your consciousness closer and look at what exactly was that. In a time of special dispensation, which can come up for you individually at certain times in your life, and if you're there, you're just going to know it, that I don't need to look at this closely, okay? I can just let it go, all right, and give it to God. Now, if it's a time where you need to look at it, you can do that, okay? And you look down, oh, it's when I had that interaction with so-and-so, and then this happened, and you bless it. You bless the other person, you bless yourself. You don't have to call them and talk to them about it. You just do the work in you, because the other person, my experience of this, the other person might not even remember whatever happened. It's really, the experience is about you and your soul. It's not really about you and the external world. And the other thing that you want to do is sometimes this detritus, okay, so here's now a close-up of the ball, and it's animated by a piece of soul, okay, a part of your soul. Like you still have deep love that's locked into whatever this experience is. So it's important to intend that the soul energy stays with you, okay? So how do you do that? You just imagine, okay, as the soul stays with me, it's part of who I am, and then in this case, the blue detritus around it is what leaves, okay? And when I did the wrapping of the detritus in this image with the magenta light, you want to know, you don't have to imagine that exactly, but you want to just know that it's fully healed, like it's fully departing in alignment with your highest good, in alignment with divine will for you, right? Back to the level of divinity, back to the level of the creator. So there's trust in doing this work. There's trust that this is going to happen for you. And so this is what it looks like, and you can go through your day and just be like, okay, something came up, boom, 2 hours later, something came up, boom, it leaves my field and I give it to God. 2 hours later, boom, something came up. Like, you could do this a dozen times in a day. And what you'll find is, as you bring your attention to it, your consciousness to how you are, okay, just hanging out with yourself or in your day-to-day work or life, you'll find that as you bring your attention and you really mean it, like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm going to let this stuff go, I'm going to clear my field, I'm going to in that way get closer to my soul. Because as this stuff leaves the field, ta-da, see, I can feel, right, the divinity that I am. Like I can feel the truth of who I am much more clearly. And it's a very satisfying process, actually, and it's something that, maybe it's just one time in one day and then weeks go by and you're all good. Or maybe it's, a time when you're moving through something and you have this sort of divine dispensation that just comes over your life. And if you're there, you'll know it. And you can just like, okay, this came up. I'm going to let it go, let it go, let it go. Look at it where I need to, okay? And retrieve the purity of the soul that I am, if anything's in there, because it feels different, or you'll sense it differently if you still have soul in there. And then I just, I made the magenta light here to represent divinity, the creator. I just give it to God. I let the divine determine where is its place of highest good. And that completely frees me from the situation energetically and is life-changing.